Hello and welcome. This is Theresa, and I am a full-time RVer in Homedale, Idaho, currently. And welcome to my channel. So there's a few things that I get nosy about. I could, whitewash it and say curious, but I'm just darn right nosy. And goodness, I didn't point my camera the right way. Sorry about that. Let me get that fixed. I always have to do something wrong. It's my legacy. So, anyways, I was talking about how nosy I am. So, when I'm watching other people's YouTube channels, I often wonder what the date and time or whatever it was that they were doing the video. And I also wonder where they live at. And then there's other things like, oh, what do they do for a living? Or are they retired? Maybe are they married? Do they have any kids? Things like that. So I often will come right out when I start my video and say what the date is. But I was thinking today when I named this that I'm just going to use the date in the name. So we'll see if I remember to do that consistently. And then I thought, well, I'll say, that I'm a full-time RVer because I am a testament to the ability to organize in a small area. Of course, I have a little bit bigger area than, say, someone who has to have their craft space in their bedroom and say they've got a husband, so, hubby's stuff is in there, your stuff is in there, you got a bed in there. And so that limits your space for those reasons. But yeah, I'm pretty much a testament to small space. I'm gonna move my camera just a little. Whoops, wrong way. Just a little bit. Okay. I don't need my mouse over here. Get myself all situated. I did remember to turn my audio down. Woohoo! That's a biggie for me. So I'm just checking in today and wondering what you're up to. What I'm doing is I have been working on this little labor of love, and this is a new ephemera book for me. And so this came as a kit. So this was a digital, the binding was a digital, and then was a binding on the inside, and then so front and inside cover pieces were in the kit. The pages are in the kit, and any ephemera. So how do I want to say this? The sections of the digital kits come out on Mondays, so once a week. And the first part was, of course, the book and some envelopes. Or no, those aren't envelopes, those are pockets. And then the second part was more pockets and when the pages came out in the first one. Pockets and some other types of ephemera. And next Monday will be on week 3. Now, for the tutorial for this kit, the gal, what's her name? I keep stuttering, I'm sorry. The channel, I believe, is called Ink and Page, and I'm trying to remember what she says her name is, but it's not coming to me. Phooey. Anyways, what's cool about this is that it has 4 one-page signatures. So here's a page, and I used my matte photo paper, which I forget how many pounds that is. So this is a signature. This is a signature. This is a signature, but I edited this a little bit. I got fancy on this one. And then the back page. And she has these big pockets, which are really cool. And then I just glued a little pocket. Of course, I didn't follow the tutorial, absolutely, because I like to throw my own thing in, such as what I did with this signature. So with this signature, I did a kind of a flip out, a removable flip out. So this can be removed, and it has a pocket, a couple pockets here, and it has a pocket here, and then it has space for pockets here. And this is a pocket, and then this is a corner pocket on top of this pocket. Tuck spot. Come on, I know you'll go in further. Maybe not. Maybe I got it in as far as it'll go. Yep, okay, it'll close. And then this is her idea, but I really like this one. Let's see if I can. Yes, right here. Okay, so her kit had this flap, like kind of like a folio. So yeah, it's really cool. I forget how it's put together, but there's one for this side and one for this side. And then these pockets she designed coordinating with these envelopes, these coin envelopes. And so what I did was I used the ephemera. The label is to decorate, but that right there is what is in this envelope. So there's a bunch of those in here. And it's cool because it just makes it easier. If I were to try and put them in a pocket, they would be hard to get out. So this envelope has a bunch of these. And look how nicely these slide in and out. And these papers are to die for. They ink up so fun. Real pleasure. This one has these. And then because I don't want it to be fat and chunky, I put an overflow of them over here. And I've got some here. So the ones in here are a little bit smaller than these. Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are smaller. So those are in there. And I have tabs in this one. So she had ephemera tabs that I could have cut out, but I just used my tab punch and made my own. It was just easier that way. I'd had enough of fussy cutting by that point. I just love how well these go together. I just love it. Oh, and this one has postcards in it. So those are cute. I think so far there's only about maybe a 5-minute leg. I don't really think it's that long. Because the video is showing me pulling this out right now, and I actually just did that probably about 2 minutes ago. So far so good as far as the video behaving for me. And then there's ephemera here. And ephemera here. Tags. Corner pockets. I have let's see, I started off with 1 3/4 inches circles because I couldn't find my 2-inch circle punch. And then I found my 2-inch circle punch. So these have 2-inch circles. And then this has 1-inch circles. And here I have tickets. More tickets. And this is a big pocket. This was my editing. I did this. Hers, she just glued down, but I always have to have a pocket when possible. But I can do so much more with this. There is a pocket here. I could put a pocket there. I could put pockets there. So much that can be done. You put a small pocket there. Then there's these side pockets that I have, and this one has these in there. This pocket is empty, and those are in there. Empty pocket, lots of room. There's a big pocket right here that has some big tags. So different kinds of tags. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put these two because they're pretty much the biggest ones right there. And I'll put these right here. So I did sew some vellum pockets onto some of the places. I do love doing that. This is an interesting piece of ephemera that came in the kit. It's like a file folder, and it has all these different pockets. So so instead of forcing the pockets to be together, I staggered them. Pocket, empty, pocket, empty, pocket, empty, pocket. And then I accordion folded it because it went together best that way. Didn't fight me. And then I came up with the idea to put the eyelid on here and keep it closed with a piece of twine. And here we have some corner tucks and another side pocket. Here's some smaller tags. This is another interesting piece. I think I'm going to move this to a different area because it's so unique. And I accordion folded that one too. So this one I'm going to put right here. Here's a good spot for that. Lots of tags, lots of tags, lots of little teeny tiny tags. Everything's inked, so it's ready to go. And these even have little holes punched in them, so I can put some twine on them. Here's some more tags, and here's another foldy-uppy thing, which, oh, these are both foldy-uppy things. Lots of room to put things in here. More tags. Oh, these tags are actually just this one, but I've got more somewhere. Just a tag with a tuck spot, a corner tuck spot here. So that's kind of cool. And more tags. I think these are all regular tags, but this is one of my favorite, and it doesn't even have a graphic on it. It's got the novel Emma, which I just watched the movie recently, and it was great. on the weekends, a lot of times I will watch old movies on YouTube. I love to watch Victorian movies. Love it, love it, love it. So now, the only thing that I'm not liking about this is see how easy it goes like that when I try to hold it. So I'm going to take some heavy duty board, chipboard, and I'm going to put it over this to see if that will help stabilize that. I'm thinking that because I can't do it on the inside here, that it's not going to stabilize it, that I need it on both sides. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's hope I'm wrong. She said she had a special idea for what she was going to use these two front pockets for. So I'm looking forward to finding out what that is. And so I'm leaving these alone until I find out what that is. One thing that I kind of wish that I would have done is I wished I would have used the first signature for chapter 1, the second signature for chapter 2, just for grins to see if things would fit well that way, but it's not a biggie. But look, that will sit so nicely, and it opens up so nicely, lays pretty flat, and it's getting a lot of stuff in it. But this binding, this binding is what, about 1 3/4 inch. Am I looking at, just making sure I'm not looking at centimeters? Yeah, about 1 3/4 inch binding. So that's wonderful. Anyways, I like it a lot. So meanwhile, I'm getting my Raggedy Turtle Bloom journal ready. One of the pages has the song that Louisa wrote herself, and she had a guy by the name of Daniel Evans sing it for her. Well, record it, so he played his instrument and he sang it. So then these are the pages that I picked out. Well, these are all the turtle pages from the kit. And then I added some pages from another one of her kits that I don't remember what that one's called. This is from, I think this is from Old Design Shop. I forget what that's from. This is from Ink and Page. This is from Louisa Heinzel. This is her tea-dyed doily, something like that. All these turtles are so stinking cute. That's another one of Louisa's. Can't remember what it's called. Blackberry something. She said she was looking forward to seeing how these go together. I think they go together very nicely. So, yeah, I have to start folding them, but I think they go very nicely. Very excited. Today I was making plans to take my 13-year-old granddaughter out to dinner next week. Super looking forward to that. This is from Tracy Fox, December Daily. Not necessarily the December Daily, but this was something that came with it for 2023. When I got that one. So it's really helpful to keep your digitals filed so you can find them, because they certainly do come in handy. This is also from Tracy Fox during that time. They were freebie, actually. Oh, I didn't get this one cut yet. Oh, these I printed off on regular paper, so we've already gone through all of the pages. So then, I have been really busy with making flowers. And I've shown these in another video. I don't remember if I showed everything. But one thing that I know I didn't do was last night I found my small Stampin' Up! Daisy punch. I could have sworn I dumped them in here, but they are not in here. I remember I did do a video where I showed you how I put the feathers on. I must have put them over here. Here's my box that I'm working on for ephemera. I have her kit for patina numbers cut out and inked here. These are field notes. I know it's got the word field notes in it, and they're all circles. I don't think I've inked these. I didn't ink these. Didn't get them all inked. Keeping some scraps in case they come in handy. Then I cut out some tabs. I cut out some whale-tail tabs. I said whale-tail tabs, and I showed these. Some regular tabs. Some that aren't folded, because I got an idea for that. And some whale-tail tabs. And I use this sheet from Ink and Page because I just love this sheet. Okay, so there's some tabs. I can't find my daisies that I punched out last night. And then I've got the words, a lot of them cut out, not all of them. But she has this sheet of words from the song. And I have some of those cut out like that. Those are going to be a challenge to ink. And then in here is all the ephemera that I have to ink. And in here is just some scraps like this to try and, she can take this sort of thing and she can make flowers with these. I am not that talented, but I save them in case by some miracle I get the sort of inspiration that will allow me to leap tall buildings and be a super crafter like Louise is. We shall see. There's all that. And then the various pieces of ephemera. And I'll put these in here so they don't get messed up. So then I decided to cut some hearts out and use some hearts in this journal. So that's one of my add-on ideas, because Louisa, oh, there they are. They were right in front of my face. I cut these out last night, or punched these out. So I'll take something like this, hold still hand, and put that on there. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Then I could put a feather under there. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta stop and do this right now. I think I want this one in the bottom. So I'll tell you one thing that has been on my mind is Monica. So Monica, if you're watching this video, I've checked the last couple Saturdays or Sundays, probably both days because I always forget. I think you do Sundays. And noticed you haven't been doing live chats. I wanted to drop in and say hi, but you weren't doing one at the time. So I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. Last week I did meet some new people. Like one of my new subscribers is Carrie the Crafting Monkey, I think it is. I just watched one of her videos today. Oh my gosh, she's a kindred spirit. She loves organization too, or she seems to. She had a great idea for some envelopes that you can buy off of Amazon that have Velcro closure, and they have hole punch so you can put them in a binder. So super awesome. They're like 30 for 12 bucks. I'm gonna get some, and I'm gonna get a binder that will fit in my hanging shelves over there because I've got a little bit of room where I can put that, and then I can categorize this ephemera better, because this works out pretty good, but this is kind of clunky, and those envelopes would be so more, they would speak to me more, a lot more. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. Let's put this stuff away before I dump it. That's the problem with these, is they don't have a closure. But the things that I'm looking at, I put them in my cart, but I think I forgot to pull the trigger. So I need to go back and pull the trigger, so I will get them. Just looking to see if I had any pieces of cheesecloth in here. I do not. Do I have anything else that is very thin like this that will show? I put, hold still hand. I could put that back there like that. Yes. Yes, I could. Whoa. I deteriorated it. Hold that down for a second. Yeah, I got an invite to go to my 5-year-old granddaughter's Oh, it's not showing much. Preschool graduation. My goodness, we didn't have any of that when my kids were little. I know they were starting to do that kind of stuff, but yeah. Anyways, by the time I got the invite, it was too late for us to make plans. So I said, well, let's plan a trip to the ice cream store to celebrate. So they're headed to Cascade, and if you're in Idaho and you know where Cascade is, so we're gonna have to plan it later on. Are my feathers in here? Yes, they are. I just love using these feathers. Oh, wrong one. Of course, I got the idea from Louisa. Okay, let's take out a couple feathers to play with. I love this little organizational item. Just want to see if I can stick that underneath there somewhere. Yes, I like that. I'm going to use my art glitter glue instead. Yep, I was very excited. I found my 1-inch hole punch and my daisy punch, my small daisy. I might have sold the large daisy. I think I did. That is so cute. I was thinking about how I say that, and other people say that when they're crafting in their videos. And so one day I was thinking, we crafters are the most, what's that word? Not neurotic. We might be neurotic too. What is that person who thinks about themselves all the time? Starts with an N. Narcissists. We're such narcissists. Some YouTube channels more than others, they'll go, oh, I just want to share with you this wonderful project that I did. Or I'm trying to think of an example of some that I watched, and I'm like, okay, you're proud of yourself. And I just laugh, you know, because I do the same thing. But yeah, and I say that with non-condemnation. It sounds condemning, but we love our craft, and that's what's important, is that we love our craft. So I'm going to put that one there, or do I want to put it there? No, it just kind of looked best here. And then I'll trim it after I get it where I want it. So cute. So I guess I'll call that channeling my inner narcissist from now on. Okay, so let's quit building on the ones that are already kind of cute and look at the ones that need some TLC. Feathers, you go there. Okay, you guys that are already built, go back here. Oh no, we're not dry enough. You go there until you feel better because you're dry. Quit sticking to me. I know, but I like the word narcissist, so I wanted to use it. So Christy's here. Oops. And I get what she says, but like I said, I like the word narcissist. We don't always have to use words in an ugly way, even if they're I know, I can tell by your videos that you're surprised when you do something good. Okay, that one's done. Okay, I don't need my tabs here. They're making me lose my focus. So I did some of these tabs. I have a thought and process for them where I took one of those punched out pieces and then I punched out the tab so it would be like that. So this is a thought and process. Where it's going, I don't know. One thing I was thinking, I picked all those up and now I'm going to put them down again, is I could, not that one, let's do this one. I could just layer it like that and then some of the flower would show, or on one of these long ones maybe. So that's still a thought and process. I also thought, and I don't know if I've ever seen someone do this or not, I feel like I have, but it's not really coming to me, is maybe I might take this and put that, I don't know, put that on there. Ooh, maybe that way. Especially if they were different papers. I don't know. That's another thought and process. A note to self. So you guys go over there and get out of my way. But I do love using that eyelash trim. Reminds me of like a caterpillar, not a caterpillar, an octopus or something. So there's that. That one's done. You go in there. It's a tab. These are tabs. Tabs. I haven't decided what to do with the tree. I'm pretty sure one of these trees is going to go behind one of these flowers like this. This one really doesn't need my focus right now. It's in pretty good shape. So we could take this one. Nope. Okay, let's put you over there. That goes like that. You go over there. These are pieces that need TLC. Oh, still hand. Dang it. You are being very uncooperative today. Where's my glove? One moment, please. Okay. You go over there. You're done. Now I've showed all these already, so that's why I'm not going out of my way to try and show them more, because that would be just too narcissist for me to show them in every video, even though I do love them. And I am very thankful to Louisa Heinzel that she put out some videos that showed how to do this, and so therefore I was able to learn, and from that learning experience I've been able to expand what she does a little bit with my own ideas. That's when things really get exciting. Okay, so I do like that behind there, just to fill that in a little bit more. But I'm also wondering, maybe do I want to stagger it instead of try to center it and bring that up like that? Also, I was also thinking, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, abstract look, is to cut these off, to kind of square them off with the little crafting surgery. Yeah, I like that. Okay, where'd my piece go? Well, I was looking at this piece, but now that I've done this, I'm thinking about this piece. Almost small enough. What do we got that's smaller? This is kind of a crazy piece. So can we put crazy on crazy? Because I do call these crazy flowers sometimes. I embrace the word crazy too. So now people are going to wonder if I have mental health problems. I would embrace that as well. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's going to happen. And yeah, I don't know why I'm in such a weird mood tonight, because I had a very busy day. Brought on a new client last week. So I was just trying to get myself organized so that I remember everything that I have to do. And maybe it's made me a little wacky. I like that. Okay. Would this look good right here? It's kind of like not really putting a puzzle together. Something like that would look good, but I don't like those colors. Ooh, I like that. Let me turn it over and see if I'd like the other side better. Oh, I think so, but I want cheesecloth. Okay, I'm gonna have to find the cheesecloth. Let me think for just a second. I know where it's at. Right here. This is my coffee dyed, maybe might have some coffee and rust. I'm not sure. I think it's just coffee. Sorry that's so noisy, but I have to keep it closed or knowing me, I'll end up dumping it. And then that would be a bummer to pick all that up. Yes, it would. Okay, so I wanted this piece and this piece. And I wanted to put just a tiny bit of cheesecloth in between. Okay, now I want to build on that. But I don't have anything bigger that I could build on that with. So I'm not going to consider that one done. I think I am going to consider this one done. No, I want to put this underneath there. Yep, that's better. I got it to move just a little bit to fill that in. I like that. Yay. That one's done. So cute, that little feather just hanging out there. Done. Okay, what do we got? Oh, maybe to finish this one off, we need a feather. And a lot. Ooh, that looks good. Hey, don't. There you go. Do we need something else here? Like that? Almost, maybe, maybe not. Thought it was going to work. Maybe it will this way. Okay, cooperate with me. Nah, it's not doing anything. So we'll just put the feather on. Now, do I want, so far I have hidden the bottom of the feathers on all the flowers, but this one I kind of feel like I want the whole the whole feather there. They're both F words. I'm just going to leave it for now because I'm undecided. Put that up there while it dries. That's not bad as a layer, so let's do that. And let's put some cheesecloth underneath there. First, where to go? See if this would go. Yes, it does. Now we'll put the cheesecloth down. That looks nice. Okay. Now, I was thinking maybe this. Ooh. Decisions. Okay, you have a great night too, Christy. Thanks. Love hearing about your grandkids. Oh yeah, I like that. And love what you do for your grandkids. Okay, see if I can hold still. There you go. Oh yes, I do like that. Let's put that over there until I decide whether I want a feather. That one has a feather. Okay. I like the composition. I don't necessarily like the colors. So let's see if I like this side better. Yes, I love that. We use Alexa a lot for reminders. She just told my husband to remember to close the roof vents. you know, there's in the bathroom there's a vent to let steam out, so we don't want to forget and leave it up and then take off hauling the trailer. It doesn't sound like a good time. Oh yeah, yep, that one's a keeper. But do I want to double this? I think I might, because I can always cut. Yes, I can always cut more out. I like that. Do I want to put something in between there? Little somethings. Ooh, I'm going crazy tonight. I don't think I will rewatch this video because I am in a strange mood. Well, I didn't really need to dab that because I need glue there, because I'm gonna put this on there. So far my cheesecloth isn't quite showing. Maybe we can fix that. Showing a little bit right there. I need to poke. Oh, this will work. Yeah, come on out and show yourself. Thank you. What else do we got? My husband always watches UK type murder mystery shows. Like this one, I think, I almost thought I had the name of it, but I lost it. Anyway, so if you hear any weird noises in the background, it's his show. One of my favorites that he watched, and we finished the series, I think was called Murdoch Mysteries. The detective was Murdoch, and then the coroner was a lady doctor. And of course, it ended up being a love story between the two. They got married and had a kiddo. It was a good show. I liked that one. Got a little corny. There was one that was off the rails for me, and I skipped that one, but for the most part, I really enjoyed the show. Yep. Let's see. Yep. Darn. You need more. Yep. I'm not even going to audition it. I'm just going to put it on there. Yep. Okay, let that one dry. So Louisa said to break this and it'll lay flat. Of course, a lot of times I cut them off too. But for the shorter ones, the shorter feathers, that's a very good idea. And that goes together very nicely. How's that for wild? Okay, this is turtles. I can't link a rusty looking wrench to a turtle, but I so like it. That's too big. Maybe they're American turtles. Huh. That's kind of cool too. A little out there. Okay, I'm going to use the key. That's all there is to it. Do you like one side better than the other? Not really. Don't drop it. Don't drop it, Theresa. I was telling Ruth, my 5-year-old granddaughter, when we were crafting, I said, so when I put things down, I count to like 20 to make sure that I give the glue a chance to stick. It was so funny. She took that to heart. So we got some counting practice for her. Because at first she said she couldn't count to 20, but she underestimates herself. Okay, let's put that up there to dry. Okay, what do we got for little pieces? We've got this, and we've got that, and this. That needs to go on there. Yep, like that. Let go of me. Gotta have some contrast. Oh yes, good contrast. Oh, gotta move my leg. It's falling asleep. Oh, you look nice like that. Yep. Let that dry. Yep. What about see what we got here? Yes, like that. You guys, these things are so fun to make. You just find any flower dyes, punches that you have, and just start layering them together with bits and bobs. Tea bag paper, cheesecloth, little bits and pieces of lace or fabric. Just the sky is the limit. There is no limit. It just keeps looking cuter and cuter. So I hope if you're inspired by this video and you decide to do this or go watch Louise's video and do more of what she's doing, I hope that you'll somehow share with me so I can take a picture and share what you are doing on your social media. Like I have a Facebook group and it is Junk Journaling United. I'll put that in the chat. Nobody's here. Oh, somebody just popped in. Yeah. What am I doing? Let's see. It's hashtag. Oops, I'm not in the block. Oh dear, I lost it. Here it is. Hashtag Junk Journaling United. See if I typed that right. Junk Journaling United. Yep, looks right. See if I can keep from dumping this container over here. Okay. Whew, getting warm. Oh, wonder what this would look like. And can I rough this up? I wonder if I can rough this up. Let's see. Stretch the fibers. Not really. Nope. I don't have any place to put that. Okay. This is stretch. It's pretty. I'm not real crazy about that. We're going to have to work on it some more. I like that better. There must be another live somewhere. Because I haven't seen one person. Well, I've seen one person. I saw Christy in here. But usually I see more. So that tells me there's another live going on. I'm just going to keep layering this one because I'm enjoying myself. Okay, gonna let that one dry. This one needs a little more substance. That's pretty. I love this one. Do you want some cheesecloth behind it? No, I don't. Do you want some of this? Yes, I do. Just had a dry, paper towel. It's not staying. I'm gonna have to let my fingers stick to it or something. Let's do that. Don't want to cut those eyelash trim things. Okay, that's pretty. You go up there to dry. I'm going to call you done. You're done. We need to have some little ones in case, like, want to put it on a tab and don't want something real super bulky. Because that is super cute. Of course, that would hang out too far, I think. Super cute. I think. So, I didn't really save anything though, but I've got hearts I'm going to cut out next. So I don't know if I can incorporate the hearts into any of this or not, but I've definitely got some pieces to work with yet. I got these from Hobby Lobby. So they had 2, maybe 3 sizes. A lot of junk on there. And then I sprayed them with some Tim Holtz sprays. And this is a die set that's called, most of these are from a die set that's called Floristry, I believe is what it's called. And so after I turn the camera off, I am going to cut out some of these hearts. 25 dies, and this is 665858. And I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but it looked in the picture. Oh, stop. Put your pin on. It looked in the picture like they're a decent size and not too tiny, all of them. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Look at that. These are good size. I don't want them super big. Partially because I use the mini embossing machine, die cutting. So whoa, what did I do? I don't know. But so I only have that area to work on. I can go longer, but I can only go that wide. So that's important to keep in mind. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we must have 5 of these. Yep, they all appear to be the same size. So 5 of these, and then 5 of these. And then 5 of these. 4, 5, and 5 of these, and 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes. That's very cool. Yeah. So I'm going to cut these up out of I'll probably use my extra sheets. Not this. I should cut it on. Well, I can't get anything done because I'm worried about dumping this thing. Well, that's what I've got for you today. I'm sure you'll be seeing the hearts appear in a future video. And thank you very much for spending some time with me today. I surely do appreciate it. And I hope that you will come back to visit again. In the meantime, take care, and God bless, and goodbye.